In the previous video, I ended off by saying, y'all don't have a crown chakra existence, nor do you have any practical root existence, right? Whatever you are, your world is yours. So many people don't recognize what it truly means to be bipolar. I'm laying out the game for everybody out there ready to elevate to a higher plane. Most people don't really understand what it means to be bipolar. The law, there's no such thing as duality in the universe. I'm not explaining that right now. Most people think is duality is actually polarity, right? Opposites such as hot and cold, up and down, left and right, XYZ, right? So the absence or presence of energy, right? When it comes to chakric expression, what most people don't recognize is that everybody has a predominant chakra, like a chakra that is their natural base frequency and resonance, right? For me, I've always known it. It's been the crown chakra. It's like I was born enlightened. I swear to God. I've been this way my whole existence. I remember even as I was growing up in my 20s, you know, a lot of people would tell me, or even in my teens, oh, Sheik, you're condescending. Oh, you're so condescending. It's like when you're speaking from a higher frequency, like when an adult is speaking to a child, right? It's just, what is condescension? Con is the prefix for with, right? Descension meaning down, sensation, to descend, with dissension, right? So for you to recognize that I'm apparently being condescending really is you acknowledging that I'm speaking from a higher frequency, right? So I'm speaking from crown chakra understanding. Crown chakra understanding is the highest connection to the universe. It's the closest to cosmic oneness. It's the closest to cosmic awareness. It's when you're really living at the energetic base, when you're living at the basis of bases. Most people are actually living on the base level. They have to go through ascension, meaning they're looking to ascend through the spine and reach enlightenment. Some of us were born enlightened, and my whole journey, this whole entire journey, has been me descending from crown chakra to third eye chakra, the ajna, to throat chakra. Y'all know I never gave a fuck about saying shit. You feel me? Heart chakra, right? Which is the intermediary, right? Which is just the centerpiece. Now we have the will. Now we're getting down into the earthly chakras, the body, the embodiments, right? Because all of this shit is metaphysical. Voice is metaphysical. Third eye metaphysical. Crown metaphysical. Heart, now we're at the center of the earth. Then we start getting deeper and deeper. And as we go lower in the spine or lower in the chakric ladder, we start to get more embodiment. So the solar plexus, the will, the sacral chakra, the creationary force, the root chakra, the grounding, the sex, the money, the earthly food, and as hierarchy of needs, when Maslow would say, the sufficiency needs or whatever the fuck, physiological creature comforts. Exactly. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Listen, I keep explaining to y'all that y'all are nobody is on my level, and it would be very wise for you to seek superior instruction. That is, if you do seek to be a better person. I've come to the conclusion that not everybody actually wants to be a better person. All want a better life, and if you were to just hand them a better life, they would willingly accept it, just like anybody would willingly accept $1 million. But at the same time, if you say, hey, you got to put in the effort to become someone who would attract and have $1 million, everybody ain't really with that. They rather settle for their crumbs and their fucking pennies. Anyway, back down to what I was saying. Most of y'all claim to have spiritual selves and deny the root chakra, and so many people live only in root chakra and have zero awareness of the higher realms of existence, right? So it's crazy to me how spiritual people would always defer and act as if they have a crown chakra awareness or a third eye awareness, but their physical material existence is riddled and crippled by debaucherous states of hedonism. The centripetal force of their whole existence, which is the actual downfall of their existence, is hedonism, which is based in severe attachment to this material world that they claim to have transcended and claim to not need. They're on drugs, They can't fast. As soon as you take away any food, any sex, any sensory carnal gratification, their character becomes really shit. You can try it out on them in Ramadan. Most of them can't go 12 hours without drinking some water, eating some food, without turning into a shitty individual. Right, I've been fasting since I was 12, 13. What the fuck do you think that means for me? What kind of mindset training do you think I've undergone? What kind of spiritual discipline and awarenesses, realizations do you think I've undergone in that whole process? Not on my level. I want you to be on my level. Let's just acknowledge it. Not on my level of humanity. Next level. They don't even have any true awareness of what it means to operate from the crown chakra. Everybody wants to walk around and profess, claim king, queen, this, that, the fourth. But it's like, are you actually a living embodiment and testimony to the obedience of the cosmic laws and verities of the universe? Or are you just another motherfucker walking around who happened to be on Instagram, see a couple memes, go on Tumblr, get some Palo Santo, sit in a kumbaya circle, talk some shit, but really you're still a real low-level creature being. You're still a conditional creature. Why your world is yours. Most of y'all haven't even become true creators. You're still living as creatures. So I say all this to say, because at the beginning of this video, I started by saying we're all bipolar. We all have centers of chakra that we operate from primarily. And if you notice anybody, for example, myself, I vacillate between violet, which is the crown chakra, and root chakra very, very, very tenaciously. It's crazy, bro. Like, I'll be sitting in cosmic awareness, and then instantaneously I'll be thinking on some like fucking soldier, like kill some shit. Like, it's not that I don't have violent thoughts. I just know that that's not the answer. Like, that's going to bring nothing forward, right? Other people live, for example, if the opposite of me, an entity that is the opposite of me, that is the polar opposite of me, would be an individual who only knows violence, earthly gains, and those types of things, and then has flashes of insight and achieves crown chakra resonance, right? Some people have sacral chakra resonance as their, that's usually these people who are highly sexual, highly sensual, they eat a lot, digestive force, sexual force, and the opposite of that would be the third eye. They're very intuitive beings, and they have flashes of like crazy intuitive. Or an individual who is intuitive and is operating centripetally from the third eye would have the polar opposite be the sacral, right? The only one that doesn't have a polar opposite is the middle force, which is the middle realm between the higher and the lower realms, right? The 7 levels of heaven, the 7 levels, the 7 wheels of chakra. The heart is the center, the earth, right? And as you go above the earth, you enter metaphysical. And as you descend below the earth, you enter the lower realms, right? Why your world is yours. If you could comprehend this, you can. If you can't, you can't. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Why your world is yours. So, and also with the will and the throat, people who have, a lot of shit to say usually have a lot of shit to do. Most people who have a lot of shit to say don't really do much, you feel me? And in a bipolar state, people who do shit don't really say shit, right? So this is when you get into full alignment with your being. You have to move on Kundalini level, dog. I'm talking about where all wheels are spinning in the right direction. Because chakra means wheel in Indian or Sanskrit or whatever the specific language that comes out of South Asia, right? Chakra means wheel. So it's spinning in a certain direction. It's like a clock that goes tick, tock, tick, tock. When your chakras are out of alignment, what that really means is that they're spinning in the reverse direction, right? So they're spinning in the inappropriate direction, and that usually leads to self-inflicted harm and confusion and frustration of energies. So instead of it going tick, tock, it's going tock, tick, and you're moving in reverse. So instead of it expressing itself outwardly and outflowing, it's reversed, and it's causing you repression in certain states of existential frustration, right? So when you actually get your root chakra active, you actually start thinking about getting money. You have healthy relationships to food, sex, material comfort, shelter, etc. You don't have this weird ass idea that money is bad. You don't have this weird ass idea that sex is bad. You don't have this weird ass idea that being on earth and having a comfortable existence is bad. You actually, most of y'all root chakra is so fucked up because it requires you to actually descend out of the thought realm and actually descend into physical being. That's why physical working out is very important for you mental, emotional, spiritual beings. And that's why most of y'all avoid this shit, because it requires you to actually embody the earth and actually get down to the root. And you're so afraid and you want to live in the metaphysical space that requires no actual physical effort or sensation, right? That's why y'all always getting high too. That's why you have to not lean on your strengths, highlight your weaknesses. Thank you, Sheikhy Chic, for actually working out every day in all of these different material circumstances, embracing the material world and descending down in your spine, becoming a great example of what it means to be a divine. Whatever why your world is yours. You know, and as you just understand these different things, you go through different levels. Your digestive force is your transmutational force. That's your composition. That's a whole lot of things. You feel me? Then you have your will. Most of you are so weak-willed. You have no will. You will not. Your solar plexus is dead. You walk around with your chest sunk in. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to move like this. Your heart chakra is fucked up. Your heart's broken. You know what I'm saying? You won't speak your truth. You know, so you're so fucking afraid. You don't even know what to say. You don't even trust yourself. Your third eye is muddled. You know what I'm saying? You can't see beyond the physical world. And when you do have certain intuitions, you don't know how to trust it, follow your conscience, and follow your guidance. So then you're really cut off from the cosmic connection. Yo, I could explain all of this all day. You could get all of these superior instructions from me all day. But the bottom line is, the root, get down to the root of the matter, your conduct. If you don't improve your conduct, your expression of energy, right? Then at the end of the day, you're going to be stuck exactly as you are. It takes true discipline, effort, and work to become something. All of this talking is not going to provide any results. You must become. And once you recognize that, you would never sit back and pass yourself through this time window of existence and allow yourself to be less. Because when you truly know your value and you know you're worth more, you will never settle to be less. You will always aspire to be more. I can give you this level of clarity. Do you have the maturity to decide to exist? That's the question. Do you have the heart to actually push through and be who you want to be? To not just simply have a body and have a circumstantial existence or a circumstantial incarnation. Are you truly going to manifest your fullest actualization of self and potential? Are you going to sit back repressed and be some like weird disassociative specter in this life? Shouts out to my client, Tiffany. She's fucking killing it. Shouts out to her. You know, she used the word disassociative, and through my associative thinking, it made me come up with this concept called dissociative specter disorder. And dissociative specter disorder are those who are existing in life and don't realize that they are actually in life. They have that delusional ego separation. They're not have an I and I relationship. They have a I-thou relationship with the universe and see themselves as separate, not realizing. So this is the disassociative part. And this is the specter part, because they're viewing life, but they're not participating, even though they have to and are inextricably participating. So it's the disassociation that leads them to just move through life as a specter. Some of us are viewing life at a point where we don't exist, but that's a whole different conversation, right? I've heard my mentor use the word voyeur, you know, and this is true. It's like we don't even believe we're truly existent unless we're creating, producing, or transmuting something. Most people can only verify their existence through sensational pain, sensational gratification, eating, consumption, etc., proximity to this world, and what passes through them and not what ensues from them. how they can be changed by the world and not how they can change the world. This is one of the highest level videos in the world. Seek superior instruction, rise to superior conduct, right? So, you know, dissociative specter disorder, most of y'all are just going to sit back in your body, but not even be in your body, you know, and float through life, barely tethered and connected to this existence, and just basically afraid to put your feet on the fucking ground, right? That's what it is. Because when you come down to earth, it's lions, tigers, bears, snakes. It's a wild jungle out this bitch. You feel me? So most of y'all are just going to hover above the earth and view it so you can stay safe. Fuck that. You're already in a body. You might as well live this shit and run this shit the fuck up. Or whatever, why your world is yours, consider the vibrations raised, man. There's no other body in this world who is Sheikhy Chic, bro. So, you know, you could go ask such and such for some advice. You could ask such and such for some advice. But they're not going to give you a gateway into understanding yourself the way that I can and the way that I will. You know, so if you truly desire to be a better person, live up to a higher standard of existence and need clarity, you know, DM me. It's never been a competition. It's always been an invitation. But at the end of the day, you know, ain't nobody can conduct you for you. And the square root of your existence is your conduct. So wherever you are, your world is yours. The root of your existence is your conduct, right? So root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra. Now we get metaphysical word, vibration chakra, word producing vibrational undulation chakra. Whoa, Sheikhy, stop talking to them. Oh my God. Third eye chakra, you know what I'm saying? Intuitive chakra. Oh man, metaphysical seeing chakra, crown chakra, downloading universal understanding, connectedness, the bulb. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. We all bipolar. I know I'm bipolar. I vacillate between purple, red. I see in purple, I see in red. I see in purple, I see in purple, I see in red. I see in purple, I see in red. That's me. Some people see red, see red, see red, see purple, see purple, see red, see red, see purple. We all out here and serving our functions, you feel me? Dial into what you are and learn how to best utilize what you are so you can actually have the most harmonious coexistence with the universe and your environment as possible. Consider the vibrations raised. This shit is way more than fitness. Oh my God. If you thought that we were just, hey, let's do some push-ups and muscle-ups. Oh my God, guys. Let's squats, leg day. Shut the fuck up. You must be dumb as shit. I mean that. You feel me? Consider the vibrations